Springfield Elementary was going to hold a school running race. Milhouse wore a fake pot belly and secretly trained behind everyone's back, and he told this secret to Bart. Martin eavesdropped on the secret and bet his money on Milhouse, but the school bullies and everyone else were convinced Bart would win, so they all placed their bets on him to make sure Bart took first place.
Uh-oh, if Milhouse wins this race, we're out of fortune.
Nelson beat Milhouse severely just as Milhouse was about to cross the finish line. At that moment, Bart ran over and happened to witness the whole scene. In the end, Bart chose to run away, and even took the opportunity to win first place in the race. The blue ribbon that should have belonged to Milhouse ended up in Bart's hands. By then, Milhouse had been beaten to within an inch of his life. The doctor suspected that Milhouse had developed post-traumatic amnesia. That night, Bart was plagued by nightmares. He dreamed that Milhouse begged him for help, but he turned around and ran away. Bart woke up from the nightmare with a start, only to find Maggie handing him a chicken feather. He was filled with guilt, suspecting that Maggie already knew he had chickened out during the race. To make up for Milhouse, Bart made a point of visiting him with a cake every single day. But on that day, Milhouse finally remembered everything that had happened. From that day on, the relationship between Bart and Milhouse drifted apart gradually.
Bart's a coward! He lied to us!
Until one day, Bart noticed that the fireworks were about to explode. He immediately took Milhouse and rushed onto a bus in advance, when the exploding fireworks shot toward the townsfolk.
Oh my God, I'll be with you all the way to Berlin!
Bart drove the vehicle straight in front of the crowd to shield everyone from danger. Just as everyone was wondering who had saved them, Bart stepped forward and said that Milhouse was the hero who had rescued them all. Though he was called a coward, Bart finally slept soundly that night. Stones. The villain turned every Avenger into a crystal statue. The audience left the theater in tears, everyone except Homer, who had already fallen into a deep sleep, and the next sequel won't be released for a whole year.
The sequel isn't coming out for a year.
What loving God would make us wait that long?
A year?
Willie planned to break through the screen and join the fray. Months passed in the blink of an eye. Skinner gathered all the kids in the auditorium and warned them not to imitate those dangerous viral internet challenges, especially the paprika challenge.
He ate all hours?
To drive his point home, he played a video clip. Someone online dared his friend to hoist him up like a flag. The principal had intended to deter the children from copying such risky stunts, but Bart thought it looked totally awesome. Bart headed straight for the town square, determined to pull off the challenge himself. However, the cannon he was tied to was far less sturdy than he'd expected.
Buy my merch! Merch to come! Merch!
Fearing he'd get dragged away, Bart quickly untied the rope. Meanwhile, Milhouse, who was busy live streaming the whole thing, ended up being carried down the hill by the runaway cannon. Bart felt a little worried about Milhouse's safety, but not entirely out of concern. If anything happened to Milhouse, no one would know the password to their shared live stream account. Thankfully, Milhouse emerged unharmed. Bart even brought him a little gift to make up for the scare.
Physical therapy time. Who's ready for 4 hours of stretch bands?
No, not the purple.
She even thought it tasted good and had another cup. Under Bart's daily companionship and care, the pigeon with a wounded wing gradually regained its ability to fly. So Bart took the pigeon to the suburbs, deciding to help it regain its freedom. But the next second, the pigeon flew back and landed on Bart's shoulder. Bart then decided to officially adopt it. Homer specially made a cage for the pigeon, which looked a bit flimsy, but this gentle pet thought otherwise. The cage soon fell apart, and the materials automatically returned to the box and even sealed themselves to help the pigeon integrate into the family faster. Bart introduced it to the ranking order of the family's pets.
Come on, Bart. How long can you stay mad?
I thought your race car was a transformer.
One day, Bart learned from a TV program that pigeons could be used to deliver messages during wars, so Bart and Homer decided to train it. During class, the teacher received a letter delivered by the pigeon. Later, Burns also received a letter delivered by the pigeon. It read, "Dance a ballet without clothes on." The grammar was terrible, but the advice was not bad. Watching Burns dance a sensual ballet, Homer and his friends couldn't help laughing. The secretary quickly drew the curtains. Seeing this, it turned out that he was dancing with Burns. Before long, Mo found Homer. He hoped that the pigeon could participate in the competition. Bart was glad that it could take part in the competition. At that moment, a dog rushed over and took the pigeon away. Homer hurried to stop it but failed. At the critical moment, Bart rushed over and hugged the dog.